right, friends, you know what time it is. It's time to get our bodies ready for this story time. So today, we are going to start with our fingertips. We're gonna wiggle, 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 wiggle our fingertips. Flap, 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 flap our arms. Then we're gonna shake, 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 shake our arms out. And raise, raise, raise our arms about. Woo! That rhymed. Now we're gonna roll our head. Roll, roll your head, twist it back and forth, up and down. Can you do that? Side, side, up and down. Okie dokie. Now we're going to put our leg out to the side and step. And then go back in. Put our leg out to the side and step and come back in. That was awesome. Sometimes I'm working on my balance. Do you have your balance? Are you able to step to the side and then come back in? Sometimes I almost fall. Whoa. One more. All right, last one. Woo, okie dokie. Last part, we're gonna take our arms up and out, reach them. Can you reach me? Can you reach me? No? Oh, well, reach out anyway and reach as far as you can, as far as you can. And then we're going to touch our toes. Touch, touch, touch. And in with a hug. Big hug. You're awesome. And let's get into story time. All right, now that we've gotten our bodies ready, we're gonna go ahead and get our brains ready too. Are you ready? This is how it's gonna work. We're gonna do a riddle with Rella. So I'm gonna give you 3 hints. And after those 3 hints, you have 10 seconds to guess what it is. You may get it on the first hint, you may get it on the second hint, you may get it on the third hint, or maybe you don't get it. Either way, it's okay. I'll let you know the answer at the end. So, riddle number 1. Some people say that I'm a horse with something extra special. Do you know what it is? All right, hint number 2. You'll normally find me in a magical land of make-believe. Hint number 2 was a good one, huh? Okay, let's go into hint number 3. Hint number 3 is that I am a magical creature with a horn on my head. Do you know what it is? You have a little bit longer. What do you think it is? Here's some hints. All right, good job. Congratulations if you got the hint. And even if you didn't, it's okay. We're just stretching our imaginations and our brains. Now we have our brains and our bodies ready, and we are ready to get into the story. Actually, we have a couple more things to do. You know, a unicorn has 1 horn on its head, and actually, the sign for unicorn for American Sign Language is, that's how you sign unicorn. Isn't that super awesome? And if we were going to try another language, unicorn in Spanish is unicornio. Isn't that pretty cool too? The reason we're talking about unicorns today is because we are going to be reading a story. You want to know what story it is? 1 second. We're going to be reading The Unicorn Who Lost Its Horn. Oh my goodness, are you so excited? Look, I'm excited. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hi friends! I would like to invite you to go ahead and get comfy so we can start our story. Remember, we are talking about unicorns. Okay, this is gonna be The Unicorn Who Lost Its Horn. Exciting. This is by Adisan books. The Unicorn Who Lost Its Horn. A tale of how to catch and spread kindness. Once upon a time, in a world full of magical creatures, there lived a beautiful unicorn named Sparkle. Sparkle had a magnificent spiraling horn on her forehead that shimmered like a rainbow. The colors of Sparkle's horn spread joy and painted the world around her with lots of colors. Flowers that were pale and colorless burst into brilliant shades of red, yellow, and blue. Butterflies with dull gray wings were transformed into dazzling colors, leaving a rainbow trail as they flew away. Sparkle could not be happier with the powers of her beautiful horn. But one day, a terrible storm raged through the land. And as Sparkle tried to find shelter, a bolt of lightning struck her horn. Her horn flew off her head into a nearby river. Sparkle tried to grab it, but it was too late. The horn was lost. The world around her had turned dull and gray without her colorful horn. Determined to find her horn, Sparkle set off on an adventure to bring color back to her world. As she journeyed through the gray forest, Sparkle came across an owl perched on a tree on a branch. With all the color gone, he was trying to sleep, but couldn't tell if it was day or night. "Excuse me, kind owl, have you seen my missing horn?" Sparkle asked, her eyes full of hope. The owl replied, "I haven't seen it, but perhaps the fox near the river may know something." So Sparkle ventured onward, her hooves splashing in the shallow river as she approached the fox, who appeared to be struggling catching any fish. "Dear fox, have you seen my magical horn? It was lost in this river," Sparkle asked, her voice trembling with concern. The fox shook his head. "Nope. It's been hard to see anything clearly in the water with the color gone. But this river empties into a lake at the bottom of the mountain. And Wise Turtle, who lives there, may have some answers." With new determination, Sparkle trekked to the base of the towering mountain to find the turtle. With no color, the turtle couldn't tell the difference between rocks and his food, leaving his cart empty. "Hello, Wise Turtle. Can you help me find my horn and bring color back to this world?" Sparkle pleaded. "Climb to the mountain's peak, and you shall find what you seek." The journey was long and difficult, but Sparkle persisted, guided by the hope of finding her horn. As Sparkle headed to the peak, she stumbled upon a cave glowing with mysterious light. Inside the cave, she found a sleeping dragon, her missing horn clutched in its claws. Mustering her courage, Sparkle whispered, "Please, kind dragon, may I have my horn back?" "I found this horn in the lake. When I brought it back, it made all of my treasure glow brightly. I can see why you wouldn't want to let it go, but imagine if we could all spread that same joy you're feeling now to everyone in the land. Helping others is the greatest joy one can feel, and together we can do it faster." Touched by Sparkle's kindness, the dragon gently placed the magical horn back on her head. As the horn reconnected with Sparkle, a brilliant burst of color radiated from her, spreading across the dragon's cave. The forest, the river, and the mountain were filled with vibrant colors once more. The dragon, now surrounded by color, thanked Sparkle for sharing her magical gift. With her horn restored, Sparkle began her journey home, leaving a trail of color behind her. As she made her way back, Sparkle visited her friends, the owl, now fully rested, the fox, with arms filled with fish, and the turtle, with a cart full of food. Each of her friends rejoiced in the return of color. Everyone was grateful for the beauty and the joy that Sparkle's horn had brought back. When Sparkle returned home, her friends and family welcomed her with a colorful celebration. From that day on, Sparkle and the dragon became close friends, spreading color and magic throughout the world together. And so, Sparkle the unicorn and her friends lived happily ever after, cherishing the beauty of their colorful world. Wow, and look at all those other books by Adisan books. That was so awesome. I'm so happy that she was able to find her horn. But not only was she able to find her horn, she was able to make a new friend that was able to spread the color and kindness even faster with her. That is such a great lesson. Have you ever lost something, but then figured out a way to do it faster with somebody else? Or maybe it was a blessing in surprise and you were able to learn something from losing something? Oh, you know what time it is. It's time to find out our co-creators. Show us co-creators in the app. Tell us, tap, tap, tap. Hello, smartphone, tell us today. Did all our friends have fun and play? I hear my friends, Louisa, Victoria, Arla, Aiden, Matthew, and Ellie had fun today. Won't you join us another day? Thank you so much for joining me on Reading with Rella B. You can become a co-creator by joining me at RellaBBooks.com. If you enjoyed our story and you'd like to purchase it, the link can be found down below. And don't forget, if you'd like to check out any Rella B books that are originals, check them out on my website. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope to see you next time. Toodles!